Hello? Hello? Hello, hello. Good evening. Here we are again. And back after a 4-day break. Shocking behaviour. Back after 4 days. Hope you've all been good in my absence. Good evening, Kerry. Hopefully you have had a good few days without me. I know I've been mean and cruel, but believe me, I've been thinking about this probably as much as everybody else, desperately trying to figure out what the answer could be, should be, might be. So hopefully we'll find out a bit more tonight. I don't think we'll end up actually completing it tonight. We've got a funny feeling that we've still got quite a bit to go. Well, that didn't actually fade down. I've been distraught having to wait. Yes, it's been on my mind, I have to say, over the course of the last few days when I've been away from it, and I have been thinking about it quite a bit. It's a phenomenal game, and it is one of those that just sort of creeps into the back of your mind and you start thinking, oh, I wonder about that, and I wonder about this, and I wonder about that. So hopefully you've caught up. Saw the schedule put up, squealed. Yeah, New Chillers Art on Friday, and another game that I've seen a bit of called The Dyer, which is an indie horror game that looks actually quite good. So I think that one's. I think the New Chillers Art takes round about an hour. So say an hour and a quarter for us, and The Dyer takes an hour and a quarter, hour and a half. So yeah, we shall see where we get to with that. But I think on a Friday night we'll probably have enough time to get through it. So. Yeah, that's the plan. Painscreek Killings tonight, see how far we get. And then Painscreek Killings on Wednesday. And I think we should complete it on Wednesday, which would be great fun. And we'll see what else. If there's another game I can fit in, another smaller game I can fit in, then I shall do that on Wednesday. And then we're... No work, Christmas on the horizon, and indie horror. Yeah, fantastic. I'm actually finished on Thursday night, which is fantastic. Hello, hi, Dan. Hope you are good. Nice to have you in as well. Good evening, YouTubes, if you're there. YouTubes are calling. So, hopefully you've all caught up where we were at the end of the last stream, which went on a lot longer than anticipated. I had anticipated maybe going until about 10:30 just after, and then we found another couple of little bits here and there by about 11:15, and then somebody came into the stream who loved the game, who was from South Carolina, and started to have a wee chat, and we found another couple of little bits which pushed me on to stream until about 25 to midnight. So we made significant inroads at that point into where we were, but I'm still not done 100%, I don't think, with the mansion. It might be, I'll just need to check. I watched the end of the last stream myself earlier today, just so I kind of refreshed my memory about what was going on. So yeah, we should be in a good place to start. And we've got a couple of leads to go to anyway, because we got the key for the cabin in the woods just off the back of the play park. And we also got a key for Dorothy's house, which was used as a bit of a refuge for Trisha. So that should move the story on, visiting those two bits. I'm sure we'll find a bit more to add to the story. But the story was getting very, very, very involved. And the tea was being spilt, as the kids say. Towards the end of that, we were finding more and more and more about... And actually it was reasonably... Well, we haven't found out exactly what's going on yet, but it would appear it was very close to what I'd guessed early on in the first stream. So we shall see how that pans out. But yeah, it's a very intriguing story. And I can't wait to find out how the ending comes. At least we seem to know who this mysterious woman is, Sophia. And then... Sorry, Kerry, I forgot to do that. Yeah, so we shall see. So many awful cheating men, indeed. Who knows what we're going to uncover tonight? Just before we start, though, I have to say thanks very much to everyone who's contributed to the stream through subs or throwing bits or gifting subs, etc., or even donating through the course of the quarter. I don't know whether you saw it on Discord today, but I made a donation of £200 to Mind, which is a mental health charity in the UK. So that was a fantastic amount. So that was over the quarter. So that's we did £200 to Mind this quarter, and we did £150 to Special Effect, which is a charity in the UK that enables disabled people to play games by adapting controllers and stuff. Yeah, so we've done 350 so far. I've now changed the charity, you'll see, to a charity called Matrix Neurological, which is a charity that's slightly closer to home for me. Very worthy cause. I'd encourage you to go and have a look at what they do. They basically help people who have had brain injuries, and they primarily use games, whether that's video games or board games, to help people. Watching on TV, it's slower than my phone you're typing on. Okay, yeah, no bother. Yeah, so it's a great charity. As I say, it's slightly closer to home for me, and I think that the fact that they're using games, whether it's tabletop board games or video games, kind of fits into the bracket of things I would like to support. So we'll be supporting them for the next quarter. Hopefully we'll get a similar sum of money. I've also this time started a Tiltify on the stream, so you'll see at the top of chat and on my homepage. Yeah, it seems to be slightly underfunded. If you read what they're that whole area of research seems to be slightly underfunded, which I suppose is, you could point at anything in the UK and say it's underfunded. But yeah, so I've actually made it a little bit more official this time as well. If anybody just fancies throwing some money at it, you can go into the Tiltify on my channel and make a donation there, and it bypasses me altogether and goes into the charity pot. So hopefully I've set it at £50 at the moment, but hopefully we can do at least 150 over the course of the quarter. So by the end of February we'll be there. We shall see. It just depends when Twitch pays out, because you have to go over £50 before Twitch will actually pay you out on any given month. So yeah, that was brilliant. Really appreciate all the support and help that people have given through cheering and bits and subs. So good. Let's crack on then. Let's get into this game and see where we're going to and what we're going to find out tonight. First things first, there was an update on OBS earlier today, which always puts the fear of God into me, because it can affect your stream settings and you don't really realise until nobody can hear the audio, but at least you're hearing my mic or you're responding to me. Hopefully you can hear the piano going in the background with the game, and if that's all good, we can continue. Are you ready for the game, or are you ready for Dan making an omelette? Right, okay, here we go. Just to get my head round this again, what are we doing? I for inventory. Yes, so in the inventory we picked up, last time, we picked up this key card, but we didn't have any electricity at the hospital. So maybe we'll find out some way of putting the electricity on or getting doors open, which we can go back and revisit the hospital. We found this key inside the house, which appears to be a key to open the house, which seems a bit weird. So I'm not entirely sure where we're up to. You can't see, I know, I've just noticed. It's been 4 days since I've done this, you know. Your brain just descends into mush and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. If it was all perfect, you wouldn't come here. Yes, so we've got this key, which we found inside the house. found it in one of the lockers in the mansion, but it's a house entrance key, so I'm not sure whether it means it's this house or whether it's another house. In fact, yeah, come for the horror, stay for the chaos indeed. I wish I could remember which locker I got it from, because that's obviously the house that I need. But yeah, that would obviously be the house that I could go to. Ah, that's actually just as well we've reviewed this, because I actually was beginning to think that that key was for the front door of this house, which didn't make sense when I'd found it in a locker inside our house. God, now I'll need to go back and have a look at who those lockers were for, because some of them were for people who lived within the mansion, and there would have been other people who lived out with the mansion. Okay, this, I have no idea. I've tried it in just about every lock in the mansion. Yeah. So a key with an exquisite design, usually designed to be used with villas and mansions. Now I don't know whether there's a heavier emphasis on usually, or it is actually for a door somewhere in here and I just haven't found it yet. But I think I've basically tried every single door in the mansion and I cannot get it to work. This key we know is for Dorothy's house, and we've got an address for Dorothy in the old external memory stick, which I have here. Okay, so we've got that, which is 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. No, we haven't opened that yet. I don't think. And I'm not sure how to open it. We found this, which is a metal cross that belonged to Scott. Not sure exactly what it's used for. And we found a hunting lodge key. So we know we can go to either Dorothy's house or the hunting lodge, and we could potentially have another place to go based on having found this key. But we're going to have to go and find the lockers again, just so I can confirm whose locker it might have come out of. I might have to go back and check the VODs for that one. But annoyingly. But this one's winding me up because I've got no idea where to use it. I have been all over the mansion. Unless it is an emphasis on a villa somewhere. So anyway, let's we've got the map here. I wish it did a kind of resi thing where it gave you an indication of whether you'd been in the room or not. Right, exercise room, that's where I need to be. So I need to be on the second floor in the exercise room, because that's where yeah, there is a gate, but it doesn't fit in that gate. Was it this way through the exercise room? No, that was the attic. Where's the exercise room again? The other side, I think. I also might have to stop round about 9:30. We're getting landscaping work done at the moment, and our back garden is absolutely trashed. It's like a big muddy hole. So obviously the dogs can't go out the back, so I may have to go down and let them, or take them out for a quick whittle at some point. So we've got Vivian, Trisha, Derek, Charles and Bernard, and I cannot remember whose locker that came out of. We obviously can discount Trisha because she lives here, and Vivian, she lives here. So it's one of these three. It's either Derek, Charles or Bernard that key might fit. Derek, well, just take a note of that actually. I'm not sure we've got addresses for any of those people, but then I'm also thinking we did see employment records. Derek, Charles and Bernard. Have we? I don't think we have. You might be right. I am slightly confused. Where's the security room? Let's go to that, because that's where we're going to find... No, that was Michael. Andrew. It was either Andrew or Michael. Hang on a sec. I'll tell you. Journal. Andrew Reed was the guy whose house was on fire. So I think the security room's here. Yeah. Aha. Right, so we've got... Oh, look, we've got addresses. We've got addresses. Bernard lives at 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Derek stays at 43. At least they're all in the same vicinity. Silver Lake Boulevard. Oh, and we don't have Charles's address. Who the hell was Charles? Oh, Charles was the dad. So that's why we don't need that. Okay, oh, that helps us even more, because that's now down to 2 people. Nice. Oh, and 43 Silver Lake Boulevard was where Wanda stayed and Derek was her son. So it's Bernard. That key's for Bernard's house by a process of elimination. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. So we now have 3 locations we can go to. Right, okay, we'll do a quick rundown of people. Andrew Reed worked for the mansion. He was a sort of caretaker or job man. Charles was the father, Charles Roberts. Derek Tyler was Wanda's son, who worked as a chauffeur, I think. Dorothy Patterson was a sort of major housekeeper. James Howard, I can't quite remember who he was. Mary Martinez was one of the cleaning sort of staff. Scott, obviously, was our sort of main man. Stephen Moss was the private investigator. Trisha Roberts was the daughter of Charles and Vivian. Wanda Tyler was someone that worked in the mansion and was the mother of Derek Tyler. So that's where we're at there. It would be quite good if this had one of those pin boards that like we had on Shadows of Doubt, and you could just draw the things all over. Right, so that, I think that essentially we haven't been able to open this safe downstairs, which I think is round here. So we haven't been able to open the safe. Not quite sure what that code is yet. And the other thing we haven't been able to work out as yet is through here. We have the study. Oh, we've got the study here. And we haven't been able to unlock that because we need more chess pieces. We've only found 4, and I think we're going to need at least another 1 or 2 before we can work out that code. And we haven't opened the fancy clock, which isn't there actually. It's upstairs, I think, in one of the rooms there. So there's the clock safe, there's the study desk, and there's the gallery safe that we haven't opened as yet here. But I don't think we can at this point, unless I've completely lost the plot and forgotten something. So anyway, I think we should probably go to the log cabin. I quite fancy seeing what's in the cabin. Oh, there's a nice wee shortcut. What have we got down here? Where's this? Oh, we're all there now. We've got a turkey timer and everything. Black pine. Oh, now, actually, we've got... This is where Dorothy stays, is Black Pine. What number's this? This is a lovely house, isn't it? What number is it, though? 40. This is where we need to be for Dorothy. Well, let's go in here, then. Right, let's go. Hopefully it works. Yes, there we go. It's off. Did you not see that in the corner there? That way. Right. It's so warm here. Is everybody else in the UK having really, really mild weather at the moment? It's just madness. Inventory. And this is Dorothy's key. Right, here we go. What are we going to find? So far. Is this in your mansion, Kerry? I'm so far away from the TV. One simply cannot see all the detail. Because one's so far away from one's TV. Okay. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay. It is insane how warm it is today. Helping and serving others. is that Dan's job? Is he the butler as well? I'm presuming. Okay, I can't open any of this stuff. I can pick up that book. Let's not go there yet. Is that a... Okay, bathroom. Ooh, that's a very strange configuration for a bathroom. Properly under the stairs. You wouldn't want to be doing anything there when somebody was walking up and down the stairs. That'd be a very strange feeling. Okay, what's this? Can we look at that? No. A new home, a new lifestyle in the heart of town. We take pride. He's currently still being head chef, though. Poor Dan. I feel he's got a lot on his plate. We take pride in helping others realise their dreams. Most people just want to secure the lives of their loved ones without having the constant worry that something will go wrong. We'll help you set your own pace, protect your freedoms, form new friendships, pursue interests, and enjoy the finest service that can be provided. You can depend on us to aid in whatever way you need, and we'll give you the confidence that someone is always there to help. Painscreek Retirement Management's personal goal is to be the shoulder to lean on for everyone. We'll guide you to choose the right method and right time period, and we'll make those steps together. I was a little nervous moving to this town, but ever since I've moved here, I feel like I'm home. It's been the experience of a lifetime. said Kayla Pearson, or Kayla. Okay, so was Dorothy planning on moving into a little retirement village after she'd finished her service at the mansion? We're not finding a hell of a lot in here, really, are we? Stapler. Examine. Scriptures by Reverend Keith. We can't actually pick them up. Okay. Pick up Owen's diary. Okay, February 2nd, 1975. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I would be willing to stay with Sophia. I don't know how this... Sophia. I presume it's that intonation. Sophia. That he'd arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him that I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There's no way of hiding it. He seemed very worried. Charles came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said he will be covering all the necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it. As for Sophia's growing belly, when the time comes, I am to make up something about her running errands outside of Painscreek. I'm not sure if that will work. Sophia is 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly is big now. I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy and feels hopeful for their future. She said it would be best if the baby is a boy. I can understand why she's thinking that way, but I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications of this be? Indeed. Long-reaching, I would suggest. Okay, so anything else we can look at in here? No. Anything here? Okay, can we not unlock it then? I take it there is no back garden for us to get to. Right, let's go upstairs then. That was the bathroom, yes. Seems like Dorothy's got a lovely little house here. Why can't we get in there? Why would you have a locked door in your own house? That seems a bit weird. What's this? We're not going to get to find out. Oh, that's a hell of a bath, isn't it? Very posh. It's like a bath in your mansion, Kerry. Right, so let's try unlocking it with... Oh, hang on a minute. It's skidded. Unlock with that. No. God damn it. Let's try it with that. Right, so we've drawn a blank there, unfortunately. So we now need to come back to Dorothy's house when we find a key for what I presume is her bedroom, which is a bit strange. Why would you lock your bedroom? Oops. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure why you would do that. Anyway, she's obviously got her reasons. Can't shake anything out of there, and I can't find anything else here. So, there's nothing on the key pegs. And there doesn't appear to be anywhere else I can open anything at the moment. So we need to come back here as well. We're not tying off many loose ends here. Everywhere we go, we're finding one little bit of information. In fact, that was about the only thing we found out, wasn't it? We didn't find anything else. I thought we might actually find a bit more out. about her, or it does seem very strange that we're just here. We've had a key to get in to somewhere that was used as a refuge, potentially, for Trisha. But yet, we just can't. We haven't got any further clues. Right, I suppose there's no point in kind of wandering round and round in here. Oh my god. Definitely nothing else in here. I mean, you can't even get in. Can that open? No, that's just a mirror. Okay. Okay. So, drawn a bit of a blank there. Okay, so we've got the. We could do Bernard if we. Hang on a minute. Let's. Painscreek map. Where are we? If we're on Black Pine Road, and we've come down from the mansion. Silver Lake's over on the other side. Well, we need to head. Doesn't actually have the. Does it have? Oh, scared the living daylights out of me. When the thing runs out, it does the turkey. It scared me there. Right. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to go? I'm trying to go to either Silver Lake Boulevard or the cabin. But I can't remember how to get either. So let's just rattle down here. Just, oh. Is that the hospital? Yes, so that's the hospital. Okay, so we don't need to be there because I don't know how to switch on the electricity at the moment. We need to find some tools as well because we need to undo that jammed door in Andrew's house. Okay, so let's head back into town. And that's the town centre. And that's Walnut, I think. Yes. So there's the farmer's market. Just down there. And then we need to, I feel we need to get into that photographer's as well. Which is up here. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Okay, so this is Silver Lake Boulevard. That's 4. So we're entirely the wrong area here. And that's 2. So Silver Lake Boulevard. They're saying is this is where we got stuck the last time. 14, 19. Is this still Silver Lake Boulevard? Yes. Okay. 20, 25. I seem to remember 31. See, it's suddenly just all the numbers go to hell. 29. So the next one up, which doesn't exist. So you need to go back down here. And in through here. 28. 31. Right, okay, here we go then, folks. Let's see if this key actually works. Ooh, it does. Powers of deduction. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Nice to see you in. Hope you've had a good weekend and few days when I've not been about. This is quite spacious for a young chauffeur. Hey, they're all in the old pills, aren't they? Interesting. That's an incredibly large plunger. I think Derek's got problems. What's in here?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I was saying earlier, today I made a donation to Mind, the UK mental health charity, of £200, which is about $250, which has been obviously all the revenue that I've got from Stream, of which you've been great at throwing bits every time you come in. So thank you so much for your support of the channel. I'm sure that money will go to good use. I really appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you all. But hopefully you've had a good weekend and enjoy your lurk. God, there's absolutely... This is a wild place. Whoa, dude. Okay. Who's this? Vivian Roberts, The Untold Story. Vivian Roberts is well known for her success as a businesswoman in the 20th century. What most people did not know was that her seemingly overnight success was a 30 years journey that defied everything that she was told to believe in. Vivian was the first and only person in her family to graduate college. By her mid-20s, she left a highly paid job to start a controversial company. She then met her husband, Charles Roberts, with whom she dedicated her life. She helped transform the Roberts family businesses and supported Charles during his mayoral election in the mid-1970s. She also started the Roberts Relief Foundation for the Poor and initiated medical research programs for the sick, which resulted in Painscreek Community Hospital becoming one of the best rehab centres for the elderly in the nation. This is the story of a young woman who came from a humble beginning and became the most respected and loved person in the town of Painscreek. Bit random to have it just... Do you think he was slightly obsessed with that? That's a bit weird. Okay. A display of military badges. So he's ex-forces. The Axe display cabinet has been shattered. Okay, slightly strange thing to have in a display cabinet, but to each their own, I suppose. Oh, it's locked. Come back with the examine. It doesn't appear to have an actual lock that we can use. It doesn't suddenly change to unlock, so we're not going to get the chance to get into that, I don't think. Examine. Oh, a knife is missing from the case. Right. So we're missing an axe, or 3, and we're missing a knife. Let's take a picture of all that. So we remember the gun's been left. Oh, what's happening here? It's locked. So, okay, everything's locked. And we have no keys. And it doesn't look like it's going to give us the opportunity to open them. So let's go upstairs. That's the way out, and that's the bathroom. Oh no, that's the kitchen. We haven't been in here yet. Nothing on the pegboard. Nothing worthwhile in there. Pick up. Maybe shouldn't have done that and put our DNA on it, but there we go. Too late now. 'Tis done. Can we look in here? No. Oh god. Interesting. We're not finding a hell of a lot out in these places, are we? And that's locked as well. Very strange. Ooh. Oh no, that won't work. Doesn't even give us the opportunity. I thought that might work in a cabinet downstairs. Why do people lock their bedrooms here? This is a bit weird. So both Dorothy and... Oh, this one's got a lock on it as well. One of these locks. Right, let's take a picture of that so we remember to come back here. Yes. Pick up. Okay. Bernard's diary. Okay, this is 1994. 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years, she decided to leave the village. So that was the story then. Today, I commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott had said anything, or asked anything else since then. I could see she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all this very unsettling. Derek doesn't seem too willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often had trips longer than that, and Derek never seemed to mind them. Oh, is there something else going on here? Now that I think about it, Derek's unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. I've noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, to the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, but Charles kept him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. It's Dad's death anniversary today. I can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visited his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves. Looks like autumn has started. Mom's tombstone is covered with leaves too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on the things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wondered if he could hear me. Will I just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die? What will people remember me for? I saw Scott and Tricia today. They looked happy. I almost envy them. I think my chance at ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I had accepted Angela? I don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyhow. Who is my type then? Ooh, and then he writes Vivian. I don't know who. So, I think our friend Bernard here has had a bit of a thing for Vivian. Hi, Draco. You are back to see how we're getting on. Welcome back. So, yes, we have left the mansion. We have had a quick look round Dorothy's house, which I have to say was very disappointing because we found very little there, other than the fact that she looked like she was going to a retirement village. Her bedroom is locked and I don't have the key for her bedroom door. We've then dropped in past Bernard's house, found his diary and established that he's obviously had a bit of a thing for Vivian. Ooh. Oh my god. There's so much here. And I was about to say we'd come to Bernard's house, found out that he has a thing for Vivian, but nothing else is really... Study room locked desk hint. Subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Okay, we'll need to go back there. Whose study room though? Is that in the Is that back in the mansion? Or is this his study? I haven't seen any dartboard in here. I can't remember seeing a dartboard. Maybe there's a dartboard in the mansion. I just wasn't paying attention. Yes, so that's kind of where we've got to. Yes, it was only when I was reviewing everything. Oh, now, are we supposed to be doing something with these darts? Oh, it could be. Yes, it was only when we were reviewing all the evidence at the start of the stream that my mind twigged to the fact that it said it was a house key, and I found it in a locker. And I thought, oh, actually, it's not this house key, it's a house key. Righty, so that's kind of us. Hi, Tara. Hopefully you are doing well. You've had a good weekend and are raring to go on the last week before... Well, hopefully we all break up at the end of the week for a few days for Christmas. You are good, you're good. I'm glad. Right, let's have a quick look around, just in case. I don't think there's darts here. Okay, so we've got things locked here, but I don't think we can actually open them even if we could, because there's no actual locks on the thing. Right, okay, there's no dartboard in here, so I don't think it's in here. Interesting, however. So that's kind of Bernard's house. He's got a locked bedroom door, which we can't get into. Dorothy's got a locked bedroom door we can't get into. It just seems to be a trail of just about getting to a point of understanding things, and then finding that the trail goes cold because we just don't have the right thing with us. So we're now back to going to the... Let's go to the cabin, because I think we've got a key for that. And it would be interesting to see what's actually in there. That's down to the cemetery, so that's the wrong way. I think if we go up this way and down this street here, and then we can... did you say it might be in the inn? Let's go and see. There's also an AOL password, which I think might be... Was there a desktop on here? Ah, darts. You're right, Kerry. Look at that. Very smart. P for photos. Right. Subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Okay. Yellow darts points, is that 15? From 18 and 8. 26. Okay. So the red darts total 26 and the... Oh no, that's triple 15. Treble 15. Which is 45. Okay. So study. Hang on. I need to get one of these slate things that you write on and you can scrub over. Study room code is 45 minus 26. I'm kind of looking at it because I'm thinking it's a 4-digit code, so does that mean 4526? Because otherwise you get a negative number, and that doesn't make much sense. Anyway, subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. So that would give you like minus 19. That's very strange. I am reading that right, am I? That yellow dart's definitely in the treble 15. And then 18 and 8 is 26. Oh, no, I'm wrong. That's a lot of rubbish. It's double. Double is on the outside. Silly boy. It still gives you a negative number. But it's 30. 30 minus 26. And I'm still not sure whether it means the study room in the mansion or if there's another study room somewhere. Let's go in here. Now, was there there was a computer somewhere. Where was the computer? I can't remember. I don't think it was in here then. Right, anyway, let's go to the cabin. I feel that there must be something fundamental to help us at the cabin, considering that's where Trisha and Scott would have spent a lot of their time. So, fingers crossed anyway. But with literally every house we've been to, we've still got something to do in it. At least one thing. Yeah, it could be in the hospital. Anywho, let's go with this, and then that, and then... Nice. Okay. I'm just wondering why Derek would have the password for anything other than the mansion. Ooh, he's got guns. Is there anything in there worth looking at? Everything's locked, man. Uh-oh. He's got a bit of a problem there, hasn't he? Why has everybody got these pills? Everybody's got pills. There's something weird going on here. Okay. It's America. Yeah, you're right. They did have a dodgy doctor. Oops. Okay, this is beginning to annoy me now. I keep going to all these places and I think there must be some fundamental clue somewhere that's just going to kind of give me a little bit more. And hide secrets in plain sight with Jackson techniques. This is not a book for beginners, so prepare to test your skills and see if you have what it takes to be a master carpenter. Okay, so there's obviously going to be a false door or some panel around in this place. I think that's taking it a wee bit far, however, when you're making wooden gramophones. That's just showing off. Surely to God, Ooh. The chest box. The hell does that mean? Pick up, yes, F. Diary, of course. Right, Valentine's Day, 1993. Today is Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend the day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous, not because it's my first time hunting, but because it's with Trisha's dad. It turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I feel comfortable talking to him. Surprising that, isn't it? I don't get it. Why would Father Matthew forbid me to be with Trisha? Is it because I'm not rich? Or because I'm an orphan? He didn't explain anything to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. Well, it might be the fact that she's your sister. We quarrelled again today. I couldn't stand Father Matthew's preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I'm so frustrated. Father Matthew said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Does he know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. In these past weeks, it has become more difficult for me to talk to Father Matthew. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I've realised that I'm starting to avoid Father Matthew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask him about my past, he's always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. Yes, I feel so frustrated. Okay, September 2nd, 93. I've moved out of the church. Father Matthew did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin if I am willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way, the mansion garden can still be well maintained, even when Andrew cannot make it. So November the 3rd. It's been a month since Charles gave me this cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names that I've never heard of. Of all the names, I think I only recognised Magdalena. I just can't remember where I heard that name before. Okay, so that's the mother of Charles. November 7th, I just returned from the orphanage and found out that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record sheet stated that I was from Painscreek. How? If I was born in Painscreek, there must be records of me in the hospital. But I've checked. There's none. Thursday the 16th of November. I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. I shouldn't have done that, but he might have had something that could tell me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. And then November the 20th, Andrew's drunk again. This is the 5th time I had to bring him home and then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. As I laid him down in his bed, he muttered repeatedly, "I'm so sorry, Sophia." Who's Sophia? Dun, dun, dun. So, did Andrew get rid of Sophia in order to make the problem of Scott disappear to an extent? And that's why he started drinking so heavily. And that's why he's got protective runes on his floor and has scrawled, "She's coming for us all," on his walls. Sophia is now on a murderer hobo rage bender to get back at everyone who got rid of her to cover up dirty secrets. That's my guess. Anyway. Another key. Okay. Oh, that's a religious one. Okay. So back to the church we go with that. Because... Oh, is that the basement key? There's a door in there that I couldn't open. Interesting. There's obviously no upstairs here. Where's the... What do we think that chest one means, though? Inventory. A small key with a uniquely shaped teeth used mostly on chest boxes. Do you think that would be back at the church as well? Because there was a toolbox there. Right, we're definitely off to the church now. Right, that was worth getting into. Because we need tools to see if we can dig up the time capsule, which I'm assuming might be in here somewhere. Or that way. Right, we might be off and running now for a bit. Okay, I could probably have gone up and across rather than do that, but anyway. So is everyone ready for Christmas? Shopping done? Wrapping done? Food shopping done? So we've still got the food shopping to do. I think I've got everything for everybody else though. I just need to wrap. All done. Tara MVP. Ahead of the game. Only need food shopping. Oh, Kerry's there as well. See, mass organisation. If I hadn't been away for the weekend, then I probably would have got to the wrapping part. Right, I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Scott's things. This is where the. Yes. Let's go. Yeah. Love it. Open. Ooh, a train. Right, let's do the diary first. Okay, so this is November 30th. So this is a continuation of the conversation from the cabin. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First he freaked out, saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he had never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Quite possibly. Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. Thursday, December 2nd. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. Wednesday, December the 8th. I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently, he's not on speaking terms with me. I wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. Perceptive, Scott, very perceptive. Monday, December 13th. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew, or Bernard, if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised that I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. Okay. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I'd heard that name. I told her it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalised. Shortly after, she left Painscreek. No one has heard of her ever since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia has probably started a new life in another place. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. I think probably. Oh, there's another key. Yes. Key to the basement. Read. Oh, good grief. Right, St. Patrick Orphanage. Ooh, February 2nd, 1994. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. I understand that you came here early to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said that you'd lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I would be willing to take care of a baby. At first I hesitated, because it was a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face, so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed, and that whatever was left was then given to the orphanage. I'd be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Matthew adopted you, I believed that your life would be better in Painscreek than here, and I dearly hope it's so. Everything enclosed within the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you. Sister Rachel Davis. Right, okay. Well, I've just done that, so there's no... A blanket with moon, stars, and my baby boy. 1975. Okay. Right, I can't pick up... no. I can't pick up that train. I can't pick up the doll. And I can't pick up the rocket. So it's just those bits. Okay, right. So basement. Basement? There's a... I don't know, it's an exit. There's no... It's locked, but there's no... basement. There's a basement in the mansion, isn't there? Right, what have we got? What have we got? Let's check the inventory again. Still don't know what this is for. Might be usable in the church. Okay, I think there was a room upstairs that we hadn't actually managed to get into. So let's go and do that. Okay, like it. Let's go. Unlock. Use. Nice. I don't know why I'm surprised every time one of the rooms opens, but there we go. Maybe I'm just being overly dramatic. Let's close that at the moment in case anybody runs out. It's because I've tried that damn exquisite key on so many things and it hasn't worked. So every other key is a bonus. Any more sneaky... Dear Diary. Who's this? Okay, this is... I take it this is Father Matthews. 16th, 1975. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. This missionary trip is harder than I expected. There is no clean water. The food lacks nutrients. And there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from the World Health Organization, but haven't received any reply yet. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? For a minute, I thought he was talking about when he'd arrived at Painscreek. I was thinking that's a bit much. I mean, it might be a little backwater, but I'm sure it doesn't lack clean water. Food lacks nutrients. He's obviously on a mission. March 3rd. When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I were willing to stay for 6 months. It would be a good training for me, he said. I agreed. That was before I came. 6 months have now passed. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. The people here need as much help as they can get. I'm not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. Time flies. I can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. I will miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. Okay, so we're back. It's the 19th September. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Ooh, so what's the relationship between Sophia and Matthew? Was she forced? Is she hiding something? Hey, Jim, how are you doing? Nice to see you in. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. We're just puzzling away here. I don't know whether you've played this game or not, but I would strongly advise you, if you like anything to do with detective work and not having your hand held whilst doing so, that you should give this a look. It's mad. You just turn up at the gates of this abandoned village and that's it. You're on your own. Nobody tells you what to do. There's no big arrow pointing anywhere. You've just to find out loads of stuff. But nice to have you in. Thanks very much for visiting. I appreciate it. So, Sophia, was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. Right, so we're in December now. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I have asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. Ooh. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. If Sophia and I are meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time I move on with my life. This is getting so complicated and entangled. It's like the world's maddest soap opera, this. Everybody fancies everybody else, but some folk can't be with other people because there's a big secret about something that's happened in the past. It's absolutely insane. I'm loving it. Okay, so what else can we find out? Is that the big revelation? Oh no, more diary. Yes. February 25th, 1971. I had always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken in by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family with people whom I can call Mom and Dad, but Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time, I will come to realise it. The Roberts family is looking for a new maid. I told Mrs. Roberts that a relative of mine, would fit the position really well. I know I shouldn't lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. It's getting spicy, folks. Father Calvin always said we have to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need. I'm sure she is. And I'm sure she will be glad to have this job. August the 10th. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she's time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. I have so much to show her. This is just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. I feel we need to get into that Moon Cafe. I can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious, the atmosphere relaxing, and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because of Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out here. This is definitely one of my favourite places in Painscreek, followed closely by the church and the little big books. Right. So, what we've now established is that Father Matthew knew Sophia. The two of them were orphans together, and he's got a bit of a shine for her. Which is... So he's now... is he now going to become a suspect? Interesting. O'Malley and Associates, attorneys at law. 46. No, did we take that? No, it was 43, Silverly. Okay, so they're the lawyers. Dear Mr. Brooks, we have evaluated your case and we accept the request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related in any way to your son, medical records, transaction receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges, if any, etc. The more we have, the better we can help in your son's case. We will be in contact within the next few days. Okay. Donation from the Roberts family. Payment for church maintenance. Check from car dealership. Okay. Sunday tithing. Hosting community potluck. First payment for Scott's lawyers. Sunday tithing. Roof fixing. Cemetery maintenance. Sunday tithing. Second payment for Scott's lawyers. Pilgrimage travelling fee. Youth program finance. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but we'll take a photo of it anyway. Oh, the content has been recorded. Right, okay. This is not the greatest news in the world. We've kind of found out a lot of some information, but our inventory is running. What's this? Found inside a chest in the church. It belongs to Scott. Was that the basement key? Yes. Yeah, we're running out of things to use. Okay, so basement key. Let's just check the maps. First floor map. I can't remember whether the hospital map. There was a basement, remember? That's why we couldn't get the electricity on, because we didn't have the key to get down to the basement. Watch us go to the hospital and I'll get all the way there, run down the stairs and that key doesn't work. No laughing, chat. If that doesn't happen, you're not allowed to laugh. I'm trying my best here. I'm a very amateur detective. Right, let's go. The only other issue I've got here is I can't remember how to get back to the hospital. Well, that'll be a first, Kerry, if you manage to keep your mouth shut and not laugh at me. I think that's the whole reason that you turn up here, is just to laugh at me. That's the mansion up that way. Yes, all very angelic now. Let's have a look at the Painscreek map. So the hospital. Right, if I go up past the post office, which is not this way, it's the... God, am I going the right way? This place has got about 4 streets and I consistently go the wrong way. I also think I might be getting a cold. I hate to tell everybody. I've just got that funny feeling in my nose where you think, oh dear. We're up here. I'm sure, yes, hospital. Has anybody in chat seen anybody play or know anything about the case of the Golden Idol? It's another sort of whodunit game, but it's getting it's anybody that's played it seems to absolutely rave about it, and I kind of didn't pay much attention to it, but now that I'm kind of so far into this, I'm thinking, ooh, would that be a good one to play after this? You son of a... Dick. That key is a dick. Right, okay. Yes. Doesn't work. Right, it's definitely not going to work. I've tried it twice. Where else has got a basement? It must be the mansion. I can't remember seeing a basement in the mansion. However, we've got nothing else. No, we don't have anywhere else that we can go at this point in time. So to the mansion we will be off. Okay, so if we go this way, is that right? Yes. I'm getting better, chat. I am getting better. Here we go. Look at that. Yeah, the case of the golden idol. I don't really know terribly much about it, but as I say, it's getting a bit of a... got rave reviews from people that have played it. And if we're in a bit of a whodunit mode, then maybe it's one to consider for the future. I can't remember having seen a door going down to a basement here. Now, it's whether it's just me not having sort of clocked it. Yeah. Right, okay. This just goes round. Ah, now. Does this go to a basement? Ah, son of a gun. Okay, hang on a minute. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Listen, you idiot.
After all that, wandering round and round and round this damn place, shoving that key in everything. Ooh, bonjour. It's Kerry's bedroom, look. Mach 4 poster. Right, there has to be some good stuff in here. There's nothing in here. This game is totally clowning me every step of the way. Are you having a laugh? Ooh, what's this? No. Now, what would the private detective's hotel room key be doing in the master bedroom of the Roberts mansion? To be discovered. I'll read if it's that. Why can I pick that up? No, my partner's taking them out. I heard the door going. I heard the door going about half an hour ago, so they'll be fine. Ooh, this is for the safe. This is for the safe. This is for the clock safe. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Progress. Progress. Oh, there's a diary as well. Oh, a bit of aviator shade there. Right. Andrew came and told me he didn't need an assistant. He said Scott is too inexperienced and is a burden to him. What he hasn't realised is that the garden has not been maintained well over the past few months, that his drunk behaviour is irritating, and that Scott is actually doing more work than he is. Scott's a fast learner. He should be up to speed in no time. Charles was the one who insisted on hiring him anyways. Charles likes the boy. They've been hunting together quite a number of times, and Charles always seems happy with his company. I just don't understand his love for hunting. He sometimes spends more time in his hunting cabin than he does at home. Aye, well, I was shocked to learn that Scott has been asking around about Sophia. How did he know about Sophia? Who could have told him? It must be Andrew, that drunk. I told him Sophia is gone. Those hallucinations of his are getting worse. He needs to see Henry and get more pills. I'll need to have Bernard keep an eye on Scott from now on. I'll try and see who he talks to and who he asks. I called Oliver and asked if he could be the main photographer for the Easter fundraising event. When he asked what the funds will be used for, I told him it'll be used to raise awareness of Painscreek, to promote our town's tourism. After listening, he agreed to help. When asked how much he would charge, he simply said it'd be free. I was surprised. I appreciate his contribution for this town. The deal with Howard Medical came through just as I anticipated. Instead of being happy, I feel empty. Am I getting numb from work? Or is it that I don't care anymore? Our dinner tonight was quiet. Charles didn't eat much. He asked me about my day, but I didn't want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to him much these days. Tricia was silent as well. She's distancing herself from me. I can feel it. She used to confide in me about everything. Now we hardly talk. Is stopping her from seeing Scott wrong? I don't want Tricia to be near Scott anymore. Of all the men in this world, why would Tricia pick him? This is unacceptable. Okay, we're getting all the gen now. It's all coming out. I don't know how I can cope. Really? Right. Okay. Now, next problem. Where on the top floor was that flipping clock? I've forgotten where it was, despite having jammed everything in it. Was it in the security room, or was it somewhere beside the security room? I've got funny... No, was it? Ah, yes. There we go. In the tea room. Place item. Please. Yes. Oh, calm down. Oh, no, I need to do the 320, don't I? Well, let's go back. That will take a very long... In fact, let's go fast back. Oops. No. Inability to do basic time. Right, let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Tricia, there's only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. Obviously, this was in 1975. Every second person seems to be involved in a scandal nowadays. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you. Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request, and here is my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalena. It is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Henry Johnson. P.S. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable. This is exactly how we guessed things would transpire. I love it. Content recorded. Okay, so we've got rid of the exquisite key. We've opened the safe, the clock safe. We have what else in our inventory? We've got the room 201. And we've got this basement key, which I'm still not sure about. The basement key's not obviously going to be up here, so let's get back down the stairs. But I can't remember seeing a basement. Was there a basement? Is there a door down here that I haven't opened yet? And what is this? Oh, we also had the study, didn't we? Study room code. Is that what this is called? Study room. So it is definitely that. I'm a bit confused about that as well, because that I thought was supposed to be about the... I thought that was supposed to be about the chess pieces. Okay, too much intrigue going through my head at the moment. I'm not following. Okay, it's not that. It's not that. It's not there. And that goes back up. So... can't get in there. That's the wine cellar. It's not like we can just unlock that, so that's not going to be... What's that? Can we do anything with that? No. Okay. So let's go out this way. Is there a door from the garage? Okay, so there's no... Oh, now. Is there a basement in the... Is there a basement in the cabin? With his super duper carpentry skills? Because it's Scott's key. That sounds plausible. Anyway, let's have a quick look at this study room. Because I'm a bit confused about that one. Study room. Yeah, see, that's got KQBK. But then the photo said... Study room locked desk hint. Subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. Yeah. In the cabin, you're right. So there's definitely got to be... I did think there was a false panel, but I was kind of half expecting to press a button in the wall rather than actually have a key for it. But this is confusing me now. Why is that saying subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total, when this is saying KQBK? Let's have a look at this, because that was 30 and that was 26. Nah. So I'm slightly confused there. It was double 15, 18 and 8. So that would be 30 minus 26. But then it doesn't... Yeah, I am confused about that one. I haven't quite grasped that properly. Let's go to the cabin then and have a good route about and see if we can find this secret panel, because that's bound to have something else in there that we need to have a look at. Interesting stuff. Right, so that's... This goes back onto the main street, I think, yes. We could also go into the inn. No, okay, damn it, that's the wrong way. I've just gone past the inn. As we're going past... Okay, my brain's now going into complete freefall. As we're passing, let's go and find out what's happening in this room 201. Too much excitement. I can't quite work out where I want to go first. Right. Unlock. What do we think, chat? What are we going to find in here? Big fat nothing? There must be something in by the fact that the keys have been hidden. Or not immediately gettable. Dirty nasty smoker. Oh, you... Can we use that? Nah, damn it. It's only usable in cars. Okay. Not entirely sure. Okay, just the Bible there. Nothing around there. So unless there's something in one of these drawers. Ooh. Ooh, look. There's Sophia. Where would that be? That looks like it's in the log cabin. Where can I find the key? Ah! Look, that's... Oh! So that's... Oh! That's the secret passage. Which is not the key that we've got for the basement. Okay. The code is Calvin's date of birth. Sorry, Draco. Thanks very much for being here, because I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, so she's on the roof of the Painscreek Community Hospital. I think it comes from having played so many games recently where I've constantly been flipping things. And there's actually been nothing there. Bernard Hopkins, 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Father died in mine accident. He was at home the day Vivian was killed. No alibi. Okay, so his father died in the mine accident, so he was one of the 20 miners that died. Interview with Dorothy. Interview with Mary tomorrow at Moon Cafe. Meeting with Sheriff at the outpost at 10 AM on the 5th of the 11th. He mentioned wanting to show me some files. Pardon me. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. So there's some interesting stuff they hide in there. Okay. But no key for his briefcase. Which is a bit of a pain in the hoop. And I don't believe I've got anything. So, right. Inn's reception area. Let's go. Where did they say that was? I don't know. Something nefarious has happened to him, because he seemed to have overstayed his welcome as well. He had been fined for not paying his bill on time. It's part of the counter. Okay, so here. Maybe on the other side. Yeah, it must be on the other side. Reception area. Counter. Yeah, that was the one that led us to Dorothy. Here's more darts. This could take a while. Where's the counter though? Does that mean the counter here? Or the counter there? And is it on the outside? Or is it on the inside? What does it say again? The latch is placed at one of the corners. It's hard to pop open, and it's part of the counter. Hi, Honor. How are you? Glad to see you back. We're currently looking for something that's going to pop open a bit of the counter here. I'm good. I'm good. We're making progress, but I'm slightly confused here. I'm not sure if I'm in the right place or whether... I can't see anything obvious here, and it did say it's hard to open. Draco, am I in the right place? Am I in the... Is it the actual countertop, or is it on the inside of the thing, or the outside of the thing? Can't see anything there. There's nothing sort of immediately apparent. Is there? It's not there either. It's what's confusing us is there is supposed to be a latch somewhere. It says, I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff they hide in there. But I'm not sure if that's... Is that what it's referring to? Because I can't find that. But it says it's part of the counter. I know. But I can't get far enough down there to see underneath. There's not a lot of exposed area here. Especially around about the corners. Right, let me have a wee think about it then. I'm guessing that it might not be essentially part of the counter, might not actually be the counter here. Let me have a quick look about. Oops, not there. Right, let's have a quick look here. Nothing there. Right, I can't see anything there. And I can't see anything there. And there doesn't appear to be anything here. Okay. Yes, I can understand why this was driving you mad. Because it's now beginning to drive me mad. I'm assuming if it's the reception area, this is the reception area. I mean, it's the worst reception area in the world. It's so full of nonsense. But I can't see any visible blemish or mark or something I should be hitting, or unless it's up at a height. But then why would it be? It has to be somewhere that could effectively pop open. I mean, but the only place it could effectively be is round about here. Cheers, Kerry. Thanks very much for hanging out. Alright, okay. That's just above it. Right, I'm going to give up here at the moment. I might come back to this at some point. I just have no... Oh, hang on a minute. That said examine corner. Yes. Big brain me. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumour has it someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police ceased their own search. It's a tragedy that Vivian's murder case was never solved. So, April 9th, 1997, I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving Painscreek soon as his services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent deaths in Painscreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son, Scott. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was just unfortunate and wrongly accused. Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I know anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough that he needed. Okay, as he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. Okay. Interesting. So that's fine. Right, pick up, have a wee... Nothing there that we can see. And we can't do anything with that clock. So is that purely... Is that all there is in there? There's nothing hiding in a corner. No. Okay. I don't see what that really did it for us though, if I'm entirely honest. It just sort of confirms what we already knew, but then I suppose there's, because you can do this in a different order, that might actually have pointed you to something had you found it a lot sooner. Okay, right, so we've now eradicated that inventory. Let's go back to the... Let's go back to the cabin and see if we can unlock the secret passageway or whatever. So the cabin is this way. If we... This is going to be one of those nights where I say, I think when we've been here and discovered the secret of the cabin, might be a good place to leave it. But then I'm going to find something in here that's going to lead me to the next thing, and I'm going to keep wanting to play. I'm also conscious, Honor, that I do owe you 10 minutes of trombone as well. So, see, it looks like there should be a basement here. In fact, there is a basement here as well, so it must be possible to get into it. Thank you. Right, let's try and find... Hang on a minute. Let's get the photo up. So, we've got this. Where can I find the keys? I'm presuming that's like a kitchen cupboard. Here's Phil. How are you doing? Belated birthday greetings. Hopefully you had a good one. Nice to have you drop by. We are still puzzling around. At this point in time. Oh, here's Banshee. Good evening, Banshee. How was stream? Was it good? Where am I? Why is Banshee not on that? That's no use. Maybe she's not arrived yet. Hey Sky, how are you doing? Are you good? Hi Pemmy. All good, all good. I can't get... in fact, I should have done that as well. But I can't see Banshee there. You can do yourself a shout out, Banshee. I just can't get the... Hey, Inception. Happy, thanks for coming across. Everybody's redeeming Yippee. Everybody redeem Yippee. You can Yippee your head off. It was good. It's back. It is back, and it's working. Yay! So for all the readers who have joined, I am older than death. People like to redeem Yippee on my channel. I'm older than death. I am a Scottish... mainly indie horror streamer, but at the moment I've taken a little bit of a hiatus from doing the horror thing, and I'm doing a bit of murder mystery detective thing. You absolute... Okay, fair enough. I need to put the turkey timer on though. So the turkey timer is on. You've been watching Lord of the Rings. Hope you're doing well. I am very well. We are bringing out the turkey, yeah. So, oh God. Now ad break. That really didn't help because all the readers are here. Can I pause that ad break? Please pause the ad break. Yep. Okay, that's not good. I'll just need to wait until everybody's because everybody who's not subscribed now can't hear a word I'm saying. So we'll just do a little bit of investigation. I'm trying to find a cupboard or something that I can... There's a secret compartment somewhere in this room, and I'm trying to find it at the moment. So let's keep looking. Or at least follow. Follow would be good. But we, as I say, the difficulty is at the moment nobody can hear that. Oh, maybe this is the... Now. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the lurk, Banshee. I don't know whether I can get that to come up now. That's got... Yes, there we go. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, open. Ooh, right, I'll just wait. Everybody, we'll chat amongst ourselves as we wait for everybody to come back. And then I can explain a bit more about myself and why the hell I'm wearing a turkey on my head and there's a timer counting down. Oh, and we can do Sky as well. While we're doing that, Dark Souls 3 tomorrow. Sky, yes, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody go and do that. Turkey hat lore, very important indeed. Yes. I'm still not sure about doing these 3-minute advert breaks, but we'll get there one way or t'other. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Finally got rid of that key. I thought I tried that last time I was here, but obviously didn't have it. So I will now find how to use that other cross down here and open up something super duper, no doubt. Don't worry, it's fine. I actually have got, I can do it in the stream deck, but it sometimes takes a little bit of time to populate, which is why I couldn't get... Yeah, mobile Twitch is not great under any circumstance, to be fair. It's just not a big thing, or a good thing. So, yeah. But it's now working, so we're all good. Don't worry, Honor. We are good, good, good. And we're just about to finish the ad break. Fortunately, people have hung around. Hey! We are now back. Super duper. Right, everybody. Everybody that came across with Banshee. Greetings. I am older than death. I am a Scottish streamer who mainly does indie horror. But at the moment, we're taking a little bit of a hiatus, probably until Friday, to do some murder mystery detective work. And this game, if you haven't seen this game, and I knew nothing about this game up until about a week ago, is absolutely unbelievably good. It's called the Painscreek Killings, And essentially what happens is you're a news reporter and you're told to go and find out if you can solve, or at least find some more facts on a murder case that's never been solved. You rock up to this abandoned village with no NPCs, there's nobody else in here, and you just walk from building to building trying to find clues. And when you find one clue, it takes you to the next clue. It doesn't hold your hand, there's no arrows, there's no markers. So you literally are on your own trying to work out what the hell has happened here. Sounds a bit daunting, but it is absolutely phenomenally well done. So I am having an absolute blast playing it. So, yeah, welcome on in. Hope you've enjoyed your time with Banshee. I should also say that I am a charity streamer. Everything I do goes to charity. It has. And we have just changed charities as we donated £200 today to Mind, which is a UK mental health charity. So we've swapped charities today, and we're now doing Matrix Neurological. Yeah, we've done £200 to Mind, and we've done £150 to Special Effect this year so far. So I've now changed to Matrix Neurological, which is a charity that's not too far away from me, that helps people, well, kids mainly, with brain disorders or brain injuries, and they help them try to recover as much as possible through the use of tabletop games, board games, video games. So I think it's a worthy cause, let's say, and I want to help as much as possible with the funding for that. So anything, bits, subs, gift subs, everything I get through Twitch goes towards the charity that we follow for the quarter. And if you fancy what you're seeing, then give us a follow. Help me achieve the end of December follower goal. That would be fantastic. It's free. You can switch off notifications and you'll never know you've done it. But it helps me out a lot. I'm sitting here with a turkey on my head. Please follow me. Right, diary, read. Let's find out what's going on in here. In this secret box. On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. I bet it must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music. Ooh, a music box. I'd hoped that it would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. The grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere, and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. Ooh. I was about to pick Andrew up for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurse, this is Andrew's third suicide attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later and he could have died. I don't know why Andrew would commit suicide. What I know is that he must be lonely. He needs a friend. Oh my goodness, this is a very long one. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of ER and is recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hard-working young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. A child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. We're going to find out, chat. We're going to find out at last what happened with Sophia. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m, Vivian, Dr. Johnson and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Ooh. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby well. Ooh, that must have been at the cabin. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realised she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He's lived a confusing life, and the struggle shows. I hope he can heal. So he said that the baby's name was Vincent. Interesting. Because we know it's Scott. So did they throw the body down the well? That's the issue. I think maybe it was Vincent on something. We haven't come across a Vincent yet, I don't think. Okay, what else is down here? Have a quick squiz about. Now, this is the cupboard, isn't it? There it is. There's the hatch. Place item. Use. Oh yeah. What we're going to find out. Seriously? I'm going to cry now. I've had enough. Oh, turkey timer's run out. Oh, good, because it's bloody hot. Can I pull? Oh. A whole... What? What on earth? Who killed my mother? Interesting. Let's go have a quick look round here first. See if we can pick anything up before we get involved in reading all. Okay, there's a videotape. We can't get into there. Robert's estate security tapes. Oh my god. This is going to be so good. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:15 night. Ooh. Pick up an old gate key. Ah, that's going to let us into the back of the garden at the mansion. I feel. Say, Draco, I'm now rotating everything, making sure I'm taking your feedback on board and your direction. Oh, pick up. Ooh, what's that? That looks very old. Right. Painscreek sewer. So has Scott been running around Painscreek through the sewer network? That's why he keeps appearing here and there. Interesting. Okay, so we've now got that. That's good. Is there anything else here? Understanding psychology, seeing what others don't. Enjoy your lurk. Author of best-selling The Mind is the Key, David Chen and Sarah Patterson focuses on tackling the understanding of human behaviour through psychology. David Chen's research has focused on the nature of mental imagery and on people's ability to remember an emotionally significant event, I take it that means. He has served on real criminal cases and possesses the knowledge and experience to answer the many questions of the human mind. Okay. Let's go. God, we're getting key after... Ooh, looks like a music box key is attached to it. What does it say on it, though? Nothing. Oh, no, don't do that. Pick up. There it is, look. Look at the blanket. That's the blanket that we found in Scott's trunk. Diary. I realised who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. That's who that is then. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. A month has passed. I haven't worked since and have stopped meeting anyone. Tricia knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her, if she has done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Father Matthew visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying. The tears just flowed down my cheeks. I cried and I cried. I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. I told him that I know that Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Tricia was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do now. He listened and didn't speak. Oh my Lord. It's all mental. Okay, who killed my mother? Couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. Charles is the father. Vivian is the wife. Bernard the butler. Father Calvin saved me. It couldn't be him. In Indonesia at that time. Okay. Mansion gardener. Derek's mum. He's 6 years old at that time, so it's not Derek. Dr. Johnson killed Magdalena. Dorothy, she loved and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. Was it Tricia? Dun dun dun. Who knows? Why was she killed? Okay, I'm shooketh again, it has to be said. Okay, so we now have this old sewer entrance. The time capsule is buried in the cemetery. We know that Dorothy's house. We know Bernard's house. We know Derek and Wanda's house. We know Andrew's house. Birdhouse. Interesting. Don't know anything about a birdhouse. We haven't come across anything that would suggest about a birdhouse. And then the time capsule, as I say, is now under the cemetery, so it's not in the play park. Okay, so we'll have a look at this tape. Oh, we can't. We can only just pick it up. Oh, I thought we were going to get some video evidence there. Right, so what have we got in our inventory now? We've got a music box key. We've got the sewer key. And we've got the gate to the mansion. Okay, so let's have a quick look back at this. Where's the mansion? Is there. I'm just wondering if the old sewer. Have we got sewer map? Yes. View. Mayor's mansion. Old sewer entrance. Well, we absolutely know what we're doing next time we come back, chat. What does that say? Can we zoom in here? I found out who killed my mother. Good grief. Well, I really, really hate to leave everybody hanging, but it is quite late and it's Monday night. So I'm afraid we're going to have to call it there. And we will come back on Wednesday night and hopefully resolve the case once and for all. But it's been some night. We still have so many things to do though. I mean, we've still got safes to open and doors to open, and very interesting. I'm hoping that we do get to a point where we can physically open all these things. And we're not just left being able to kind of deduce where we, who's what and why and where. I mean, we've kind of got to the point where we've linked just about everything. So we are coming to the point where we must be getting close to. Right, that seemed to go very, very quickly. That scared me. I just want to go back in and see that we are. Yes, okay. I did just have a little bit of a fear there that moved really quickly into the thing. So let's exit that and then we'll go back to chat. So, thanks everyone for sticking with me through that, but that was a bit of a revelation tonight, wasn't it? We ended the last stream thinking, oh my god, that was just, everything had been mind-blowingly revealed at that point. And tonight I think we're even more mind-blowingly revealed. At least everything that we've been kind of heading towards and deducing seems to have been, you know, pretty much accurate in terms of Charles being Scott's father and him having had an affair. We didn't quite link it to Sophia, certainly, until a bit later on. But it'll be interesting. It's interesting to understand how everybody else has been involved at certain points. But we do still have a number of things to resolve, safes to open, doors to open, all over the place. So it will be interesting when we actually get to that point. But I'm still loving it. I can't believe that I didn't know anything about this game. People should be shouting from the rooftops about how amazingly good this game is. It's just mind-blowing that everything just links together and the story's so good, and the intrigue is just building and building and building. So, you know, we're headed towards a final conclusion, hopefully on Wednesday night. There can't be too much more to go. I would have thought another couple of hours must have finished it off. So, yeah, thanks very much, as I say, to everyone who's been here all the way through. Thanks to Lisa for the bits. And yeah, The only other thing for me to say is have a good rest of your day, have a good rest of your night, stay safe, look after each other, and I shall see you on Wednesday. Cheers. Thanks, folks. Bye.